Hello, and thank you for this opportunity to pitch to you. My name is Alisha Gilliland, and I'm the manager of the EmpowerED program at Gippsland Centre Against Sexual Assault. This prevention work is unique as it positions people who have cognitive disability at the centre as educators and experts. Cognitive disability is a broad term inclusive of neurodivergent and autistic people, as well as people who have an intellectual disability, an acquired brain injury, and psychosocial disability. So we really work with anyone who identifies with having this lived experience. And importantly, around half the clients coming into our service at GCASA self-identify as having a disability at the point of intake. Gippsland Centre Against Sexual Assault and myself personally have been involved in this work for nearly 15 years, and it has evolved significantly during this time. We stand on the shoulders of giants, of those who led the work before us, particularly those who gave voice and heard the voices of people who have lived experience of cognitive and intellectual disability in the context of relationship rights and the prevention of sexual harm and violence. So what do we do that's so special anyway? Fundamentally, we believe in nothing about us without us. And what that means in practice is that we design, develop, and deliver our respect, rights, and relationships education by, with, and for people who have cognitive disability. We do this in a way that is informed by the lived experience of our team, but also by the ongoing participatory evaluation conducted by our partners at Federation University Gippsland. We also do this in partnership with our community, both with lead organisations such as Gippsland Disability Advocacy and with many grassroots disability service providers and community-based organisations. So what this looks like in practice is GCASA employing a team of 7 peer educators who have lived experience of disability, who we train and support to develop and deliver education to an audience of their peers, as well as their peers' families, carers, and disability support workers, and the broader community. Lived experience leadership is rightfully an idea whose time has come, and having been part of this work for a long time, I can say that without a doubt, when our educators sit in front of a group of people who also have cognitive disability, watch a video about consent, and then facilitate a discussion with that group in exactly the way that that group wants that to happen, responding to the questions that are posed by the group that they would only pose to their peers. They do that and they create just the opportunity to speak about topics that are not often spoke about in groups of people with disability in a way that is inclusive, positive, and supported. And this conversation can be a game changer in someone's experience of understanding their own relationships, understanding consent, and understanding safety. And of course, given the statistically high rates of violence and sexual harm experienced by people with cognitive disability, there are moments when someone in a group has the realisation that a situation that they've been in before or are currently in is not a safe or consensual one. And that's why in all of our group sessions, we have a counsellor advocate from GCASA who will take kind and careful carriage of that disclosure and facilitate our connection to our service as appropriate. So that was a quick 3 minutes. Thank you again so much for the opportunity to put our work in front of you, acknowledging the work that we all do in prevention is hard but hopeful work. And on the flip side of that same coin, that's exactly why this work is important and needs to happen. And for us, the way that that needs to happen is being led by peers in a trauma-informed capacity and held by a specialist sexual assault service. Thank you again for the opportunity, and thank you so very much for the work that you do.